Welcome to Hammer's Garage. This video is part 2 of us bringing you up to speed on the 1966 Mustang project we call Shrapnel. If you missed part 1, I'll put a link up there for you. Let's take you around. So I am only the third owner of this car, and it does have a clear title out of North Carolina. I saw it sitting in a guy's driveway every day going back and forth to work, and finally got the nerve to go up there and ask him if he wanted to sell it. $2,000 later, I was bringing it home. It was originally an inline 6 with a 3-speed automatic transmission. Bare bones. No AC, no power brakes, all drums, 4-lug 14-inch wheels. That's how I brought it home. Even before we bought the car, James and I decided what we were going to build was a nice cruiser. Just something we could putt around in, take to car shows or cruises and have fun and not worry about it getting beat up or damaged. We didn't set out to build a $100,000 show car or, some crazy pro touring resto mod kind of thing. And we weren't concerned if it was all original. We just wanted something dependable, reliable, and fun to drive on the weekends, vacations, that kind of thing. We stripped the whole car down to its original factory primer and gray. We didn't go all the way to bare metal. Went over top of that with an Eastwood primer that's really good over old paint. I'll put the link for that in the description down below. But you sand that primer down, slick sand it really good, and then we did a urethane base and a urethane clear. And that's pretty much it. Cheapest white fleet paint that I could find. Now I did spray black on the tail panel and of course black and gray stripes on the hood, and that was just to give it a little flair because we kind of wanted like a race car look. The only sheet metal we replaced on the car was the hood and the 2 front fenders, because on the original car they were pretty beat up. Like they went through the whole forest, hit every tree. I don't know what happened with those. They were bad. Some of you out there are probably wondering, why did he name his car Shrapnel? Well, it was cool, and there was already a bullet Mustang. Went with these American Racing 15x8 wheels and General Ultima tires. I don't know if they're any good or not. I guess we'll find out. See how much we can burn off of them. The power plant that we settled on is a 302 crate motor from Blueprint. Nothing fancy, mild cam. It's running about 300 horse. And of course we have the Holley Sniper EFI system set up on it, and that seems to be performing pretty well. This is the V8 3-row radiator from Champion and a 16-inch electric fan, which is being driven by the Holley system. 4-wheel power disc brakes. There's our dual bowl master cylinder and brake booster. You can't really see it, but down there is our Borgeson upgraded quick ratio steering gearbox. James is going to jack the car up for us so I can show you underneath. When you do the 6-cylinder to 8-cylinder conversion, your steering, suspension, everything, all the front components have to change. These spindles are Granada spindles from Classic Performance products, along with the basic steering linkage that matches up to the Borgeson box. We decided to go with an AOD 4-speed transmission. I'm not going to tell you where I got it from because I wasn't real happy with it. As you can see, the pan is really beat up. I actually had to weld up a hole that was in it. And I'm not really pleased with how it's performing at the moment. Now that could just be me and it needs some adjustment, or it might be the tranny itself. I'm not sure yet. This car is so tight, it's hard to see anything in here, but those are the JBA headers specifically for the Ford AOD that I had to buy. $700. We put in a Ford 9-inch rear end with 355 gears from Quick Performance. Obviously can't see it, but this is the in-tank fuel pump for the EFI system that Holley offers for the early Mustangs. We did MagnaFlow 2.5-inch full stainless exhaust from headers to tip. These are the black coated tips from MagnaFlow. Wanted the black for the contrast. Decided to go with the bolt-on subframe connectors. I don't have that much power in the car, but I did want to stiffen it up a little bit. Decided to go with these cool LED halo headlights. Wait till you see the turn signals. I mean, look at that. You've probably never seen a trunk before, so here you go. We put a new fuel tank in it. The metal's real good, and we've coated the thing. Obviously still have some wiring work to do. Use that coating on the underside of the trunk too. Look how good that came out. Looks awesome. We went with these Dakota Digital gauges. It's about the third or fourth Dakota Digital set that I've installed. And they look really good. They perform really well. So that's what we decided here. And so far, awesome. It's a factory non-AC car, so there's no air conditioning in here. But it did put a Bluetooth AM/FM stereo from classic radios in here. And, you know, a CB. 10-4, good buddy. Over and out. Looking for the rubber ducky. Come on now. We got us a convoy. Went with the brushed aluminum plates for the glove box door and the gauge face assembly, bezel, whatever you call it. We did kicker speakers in the front and rear, 6s in the front, 6x9s in the rear, new floor mats. You can see it needs vacuuming. And that wire down there, that's for my courtesy lamps that we haven't hooked up yet. Really nice leather wrap steering wheel from Classic Industries. I like the thicker wheel in my hands, and I like the feel of the leather grip. Believe it or not, those are the factory tan door panels. All we did was dye them. Dyed those and the armrest, and then painted the metal part of the door the gray to match the stripe on the hood. The little details like this windlace and these rubber door seals, they just eat your pockets alive. The windshield and the back window are both brand new pieces because both pieces were delaminated and just, not good. On the front window, we still have to seal it up and put the trim on. The reason I haven't done it yet is because these clips are actually the wrong ones. And yes, there are different sizes of those same clips. One last note on our project here is that this car is scheduled for a big event in a couple of months with a major sponsor. Can't talk about it now, but I will bring you that announcement when it's time. Well, there you go. There's the complete rundown on our 1966 Mustang project, as good as I can get it. There's a lot of work left to do. We will bring those videos to you as well. Hope you like this video. Hope you look forward to seeing us finish the car. If you do, please like, please subscribe, and hit that alarm bell. That way when I post a new video on something that we're doing for Shrapnel here, you'll get the notification. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. All right, James, you can let the car down.